Same thing with Zion. I don't think he's going anywhere. I think Zion is staying in New Orleans. Why? Because they've invested so much time and money into him, and they don't want him. They don't want to trade him, and they don't want to lose him in free agency to another team just for him to go there and lose the weight and become this crazy player that we've all predicted him to be. So Zion is not going anywhere. Similar to Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram, same thing. He's in a situation similar to Jimmy Butler, but I think, yeah, the Pelicans, I think, are probably in a better situation than the Heat, only because Rich Paul is a part of the whole mix over there in New Orleans. The whole mix. Why? What happened? We all remember what happened in the offseason. Rich Paul talked to his boy, talked to David Griffin, vice president, I think, of basketball operations of the Pelicans, and said, y'all need to make a move. Y'all need to go get DeJounte Murray from the Hawks. They went out there, they got DeJounte Murray from the Hawks. And now Rich Paul not only represents DeJounte Murray, but he also represents Brandon Ingram. You think that Rich Paul is going to get Brandon Ingram traded? Absolutely no chance. And we know where is the place that Brandon Ingram will get the most money? This team that he's at right now, the New Orleans Pelicans. Brandon Ingram is not going anywhere. He's staying at New Orleans Pelican for sure. There is no way, one, that Rich Paul would, we know what the mix is like there. Let's not act silly. We know he's not gonna leave one of his clients in New Orleans with no stars there. No way. And two, he gets his clients paid. So Brandon Ingram, if he wants to get paid, he stays right there in New Orleans. So he'll stay there. The whole team is coming back next season. I think the New Orleans Pelicans, they are going to ride off the season because right now they're last seed in the West and they are the front runners to be the number one pick in a year where who is number one? Who's projected to go number one? Cooper captured the flag. The main event, Cooper flag. Capture the flag. That's what I'm playing if I'm the New Orleans Pelicans. Capture the flag. I'm losing on purpose. We're not tanking. Well, hey, we're capturing the flag. That's what we're doing. So that's what I'm doing for the Pelicans. Tank for that number one pick. Because if you get that number one pick and you're the New Orleans Pelicans and you're sitting there with Brandon Ingram, who hopefully you re-sign him, Zion Williamson, who hopefully he loses weight and is healthy, DeJounte Murray, CJ McCollum, Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, you're sitting there with all these, as I call them, volcanoes, active volcanoes that could erupt at any time. However, you say, you know what? Hey, let's bank on it for one season and we have the number one pick. We can either trade the number one pick or we can bring Cooper Flag into the mix and play him with our team. I think that's probably what they'll do. So I don't think anyone's moving from that team. And I think getting the number one pick, as we saw with the Atlanta Hawks had a decision when they got the number one pick. Either sort of blow it all up and build around Rasesha by moving Murray and Trey Young, or maybe keep one of them, move the other, get some pieces back, and now you've got number one pick that you can integrate into the mix, which is what they did instead. But yeah, I mean the Pelicans will have options if they get the number one pick. If I'm them. Yeah, if it was me, yeah, I'd probably still hold on to Zion purely because I think when you have a number one pick you have a player that you picked number one, we saw they let go Anthony Davis. You can't make the same mistake twice. What's the George Bush? Is it the one on J. Cole's song? You fool me, you can't get fooled again. Yeah, they've already been fooled once, so they can't be fooled twice by giving up a number one pick that they picked in a trade. So yeah, keep that team. Will they ever win a championship if they get healthy? No. If they're not healthy, which they probably won't, then definitely no. So yeah.